Pearson, how you make your importance felt in this house is up to you. Try what I am telling you to do. It could be a good fortune or it could be a bad one, but it all depends on you now. Make up your mind and there it is.
Yes, thank you, Mrs. Fitzgerald.
Listen to me, Mrs. Pearson. Put your foot down once and for all and be the mistress of your own house and the boss of your family.
That's easier said than done. Besides, I'm so fond of them, even if they're so thoughtless and selfish. They don't mean to be.
Maybe not, but it would be better for them if they learn to treat you properly.
Yes, I suppose it would, in a way.
You run after them all the time, taking their orders as if you're the servant of the house. Stand up every night while they go out and enjoy themselves. Husbands, sons, and daughters should be taking notice of wives and mothers, not giving them orders and treating them like dirt.
I suppose you're right. Oh goodness gracious, look at the time. Nothing's ready. My husband and children will be home soon.
Let them wait or look after themselves for once. This is where your foot goes down. Start now.
Mrs. Fitzgerald, I know you mean well. In fact, I agree with you, but I just can't.
Then let me do it.
But I don't understand. You couldn't be me.
Let me show it you, dear. Give me your hand. And keep quiet for a minute. Just don't think about anything. Now, look at me.
Ashtadalam, 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 Dampona.
See what I mean, dear? What's happened? Of course it's happened. Very neat. Never knew I had it in me.
Mrs. Fitzgerald, George and the children can't see me like this.
They aren't going to. That's the point. They'll have me to deal with.
But what if we can't change back? That'd be terrible.
Oh, stop worrying. It's easier changing back.
But what am I going to do now?
Go into my place for some time and enjoy the television show.
Alright.
Mom! You haven't ironed my yellow suit. I must wear it for Christmas Eve. Mother, what are you doing? What do you think I'm doing? Whitewashing the ceiling? But you're smoking! That's right. No law against it, is there? I thought you didn't smoke. Then you thought wrong. Are we having tea in the kitchen? Up to you. Have it where you like. I've had all I wanted. Do you mean it isn't ready? Yours isn't. What's the matter with you?
Hello, Ma. Tea ready?
No.
Why not?
I couldn't bother.
Feeling off color or something?
Never felt better in my life.
So what's the idea then?
Just a change.
Snap out of your mind, get cracking. Haven't got too much time.
I've got plenty of time.
I don't get this, Ma. What's going on?
Changes. You look terrible. If I look terrible, it's your fault. You made me cry.
Why? What did she do?
Never mind. Have you any stout left? I can't remember.
Bottle or two, I think. But you don't want stout now.
I do.
What for?
To drink, you cloth. Has she been like that with you too?
Yeah, no tea ready. She couldn't carry us.
Well, I'm glad it's both of us. I thought I'd done something wrong.
So did I, but it's her, of course.
You know, she was smoking and playing cards when I came in. I couldn't believe my eyes.
I asked her if she was feeling off color or something, and she said she wasn't.
Well, she's suddenly all different, and that's what made me cry. It wasn't what she said, but the way she said it and the way she looked. Do you think she could have hit her head or something, you know, and got what it is?
Do you mean she's balmy?
No, you fathead! You know, concussion? She might have.
Sounds far-fetched.
Well, she's far-fetched if you ask me.
Now then, what is it?
If she's going to be like this when Dad comes home,
I'm in for that.
you two are always talking about being grown up. Why don't you both try for once to be your age? What's making you talk like this? What have we done? Nothing. But come in, ask for something, go out and come back in when there's nowhere else to go.
See, if you don't get tea ready, I'll get something to eat myself.
Why not? Help yourself.
Mind you, it's a bit thick. I've been working for the past day.
8 hours a day?
Yes, 8 hours a day, and don't forget it.
I've done my 8 hours.
That's different.
It was. Now it isn't.
Alright then, I'll get something to eat myself.
Mummy, you don't mean you're not going to do anything on Saturday and Sunday?
No, I wouldn't go that far. Might make a better two and do a bit of cooking as a favor. Might go off for the weekend perhaps.
Go off for the weekend?
Yes, I could do with a change.
Did you fall or hit your head or something?
No, but I'll hit you with something, girl, if you don't stop asking your silly questions.
This is awful.
Stop blubbering, you're not a baby.
Hello, what's this? Can't be anything to cry about.
You see.
Did she say you'll see?
Yes.
What did she mean?
Better ask her.
Stout?
Yes.
What are you drinking stout for?
Because I fancied some.
This time of day?
Yes. What's wrong with this time of day?
Nothing, I suppose, but Annie, I have never seen you do it before.
Well, you're seeing me now.
Yes, and you don't like it. It doesn't look right. I'm surprised at you.
That ought to be a nice change for you then.
What do you mean?
Well, it must have been some time since you were surprised at me, George.
I don't like surprises. I'm all for a study going on. You ought to know by this time. By the way, I forgot to tell you this morning, I wouldn't want any tea. Special snooker match night at the club tonight, and a bit of supper going on. So no tea.
That's alright. There isn't any.
You mean you didn't get any ready?
Yes, and a good thing too, as it's turned out.
That's all very well, but I suppose I wanted some.
My goodness, listen to the man. Annoyed because I don't get tea for him that he doesn't even want. Ever tried that at the club?
Tried what at club?
Going up to the bar and telling him you don't want beer, but you're annoyed at them because they haven't poured it out already. Try it at them and see what you get.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They laugh at you even more than they do now.
Laugh at me? They don't laugh at me.
Of course they do. You're one of their standing jokes. Famous. They call you Pompey, Pearson. Just because they think you're so slow and pompous.
Hey, Sil. You have been with me to the club once or twice. They don't call me Pompey, Pearson. Go on, tell me, do they?
Well, yes, Dad, I'm afraid they do.
Well, I'll be damned.
Now, Mom, you shouldn't have told him that. It's not fair that you hurt his feelings and mine too.
Sometimes it does people good to have their feelings hurt. Perhaps if your dad stopped going to the club so often, they might have stopped laughing at him.
I doubt it. Might be for me. I'll check. It's that silly old bag from next door, Miss Fitzgerald. You don't want her in here, do you?
Of course I do. Ask her in. And don't call her a silly old bag either. She's a very nice woman with a lot more sense than you'll ever have. Come in, Mrs. Fitzgerald. Oh dear, what's happening? Nothing much. Just putting him in their right places. Something you should have done long back. Is George home? Yes, and I'll be telling him what they think about him at the club. Oh dear, I wish you hadn't. Nonsense. Doing him all a world of good, and they'll be eating out of your hand soon. You'll see. I don't think I want them eating out of my hand. Well, whatever you want, they'll be doing it. All three of them. Mark my words, Mrs. Pearson.
Just looked in for a minute, I suppose, Mrs. Fitzgerald.
Well, yes, I suppose so, George.
George?
Oh, I'm sorry. Why does it matter? Your name's George, isn't it? Well, why don't you get off to your club then? Special night tonight, isn't it? Well, go on then, don't disappoint him.
That's right. Maybe look still in front of her now. Go on, don't mind me. 6s and 7s. Poor Doris has been crying her eyes out. Getting the neighbors into city fun? Alright, let her hear it. What's the matter with you? Have you gone nuts?
If you shout at me like that ever again, George Pearson, I'll slap your big fat silly face.
Alright.
Hello, Doris dear.
Hello, Mrs. Fitzgerald.
I thought you were getting ready for the Christmas party.
What's that to do with you?
Stop that. No, it's alright. It isn't alright. I wouldn't have a daughter of mine talking to anybody like that. Now, answer Mrs. Fitzgerald properly, Doris, or go upstairs right now.
Don't look at me. I give up. I just give up.
No, that's enough. Quite enough. Listen, you two. I want her privately to talk with Mrs. Pearson.
Glad somebody can, because I can't. Come on, Doris.
insist.
Yes, I do. Please.
Quiet now, relax.
Ashtada lam, dam bolam.
Now, Mrs. Pearson, don't go soft on them again, else it will all have been wasted.
I will not, Mrs. Fitzgerald.
Well, what is it that you would like them to do that they don't do? Stop at home for once?
Yes, and I'd like them to help me with the household chores. And for now, it'd be nice if they could help me bake the Christmas pudding and goodies for the Christmas party.
That'll do then. But remember, keep firm, or you've had it. I'm just off to let you enjoy yourself. Hey, you can come in now.
Yes, Mother. Since you don't want to go out tonight, I'll tell you what I thought we'd do.
Remember?
No objections, I hope?
No, mother, whatever you say.
Well, I thought we'd play a nice family game of rummy, and you two can get the supper ready while I have a talk with your father.
Suits me. What about you two?
Yes, that's all right for me.
What is it? Speak up. Oh, I think it will be lovely. Goodbye, Mrs. Fitzgerald. Come again soon.
Yes, dear. Night all. Have a nice time.